Hello everybody, this is Freddy with Freddy Can Fly. In today's Heli tips and tricks video, I wanted to show you guys something that I did earlier this morning, and this can apply for both electric and nitro helis. But you can see I've got my 600 nitro sitting here, and one of the biggest problems, you guys, is with canopies. You know, getting them on, taking them off, especially when you have to, on a nitro, it's really difficult to obviously start up the heli. You know, you turn it on, you provide power, then you got to start it with your starter, and then putting the nitro on while the engine's running, you know, it's idling, everything's vibrating, you got to get your hands close to the muffler, plus taking it off, you can burn your hands on the muffler, it's kind of a pain in the butt. On electrics, taking the canopy on and off, not the biggest deal, but it's kind of nice to leave the canopy on and be able to start and operate the heli. So what I came up with, and by no means is this an original idea, I just kind of played around with it in my own way, but I am going to be putting an actual custom Canamod canopy on, but I took the original one here, and what I did was I dremeled a small hole, a square actually, in the side, right about where my 2-in-1 sits. And what I did was, cutting the hole, and obviously carbon, or the fiberglass that this canopy is made out of, it's nice and rough, you know, and it kind of roughs up the edges. So I cut the hole with a Dremel wheel, lightly sanded them with some wet sandpaper, really fine sandpaper, that way I didn't rough up the paint or anything. And then what I did was, on most nitros, your fuel tank has this rubber grommet that comes with them, and I just happened to have a spare set of them laying around. So what I did was I cut it to length, and I very tightly compressed it in there to where it stays in there without glue or any sort of epoxy. You can kind of see where they mesh together here, but from a distance you really can't tell. And I think overall it cleaned it up real nice. So let's go ahead and throw this on the helicopter, and we'll take a look at how well I can see my 2-in-1 and some of the other reasons why I went ahead and did this modification to my canopy. Okay guys, so here we go. The canopy has got itself on here, and you know, this canopy, you guys, like I said, it kind of offsets the theme of my heli a bit, but this is just a stock canopy. That basically I'm just doing my phase 1, testing out my little idea here, because I will be doing this modification to my actual Canamod canopy, and that can be a little nerve-wracking with how expensive they are, so I figured I'd beat up the original canopy a little bit here. But you can see I've got the canopy fit on. Okay, and inside the hole here, if I wanted to get ready to power up my heli, all we're going to do is we're going to stick our finger in here. I've 's switch to my 2-in-1 regulator, so I'll power up the heli. You'll notice everything boots up, and it's a little bright in here, guys. The sun is giving me a lot of light, but when it's a little bit darker, oh, there you go, you can actually see my my LEDs inside that tell me how much battery power I have. And you know, once again, it's pretty easy to see from out here. It lights up pretty good, but with the sun that's reflecting on the heli right now, it's a little tough to see. But also, I can stick my finger right in there and ignite my glow plug at the same time. So, go in here, push my glow plug, crank the shaft, start my heli, go out and fly it, come in, land it, stick my finger right inside, power off, refuel my tank, repeat the same process. So, realistically, guys, this canopy can stay on basically until my my regulator battery needs to be charged. But also on the bottom of the canopy here, where there's an opening, if you guys can see, I've got my battery leads to where I can actually just pull them straight out. So realistically, my canopy never needs to come off again unless I want to show someone what's underneath the hood. So I did this mainly, guys, because on this specific canopy, you know, I know on the 700s they got 2 mounting positions, and it's really, you know, it supports the canopy. But on this one, it's got that annoying little clip on the bottom, and those damn clips are so hard to take on and off, and they bend and they break and they crack your canopy. So if your heli does have that clip, guys, I really like to do this kind of a setup. That way you can, you know, better keep the life of your canopy instead of crack it and break it on the bottom. So thumbs up if you like this one, guys. Please comment, subscribe, let me know if this works for you, if you think it's a silly idea, or if you think it's really helpful. Once again, guys, this nice little finishing touch I put around the cut is just a fuel tank gasket. but it fits on there absolutely perfect. You could also try fuel tubing. That would work equally as well. So, as always guys, thanks for watching. Remember, if Freddy can fly, so can you. See you next time.